Welcome. It's Algo Hour. We're YBG in it. It's the 25th of July. I have Ted here for episode 19. Hi, Ted.
Hello. Good to see you. How's it going today?
It is hot where I am today. I'm not going to lie. But other than that, I'm doing good. I can't complain.
There you go. I can definitely feel the heat, but fortunately in Colorado, there's not a whole lot of humidity. So as long as you're under an umbrella or you got some sort of shade, life's pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah, I'm digging it. We are in the throes of busy, summertime activities with the kids and stuff. So we're making it happen. I'm really excited though, because we have one of my favorite people has a special guest today. I don't know. I know you know who it is, Ted, but it's very exciting.
Drum roll, please.
I know, right? We have a fisherman joining us. Welcome to the new and improved Algo Hour.
Hello. Thanks, guys. Happy to be here.
I'm excited to have
you
here.
We've YBG'd our background, and we are happy to see Mr. Fisherman today. John, how's it going where you are in your neck of the woods?
It's going pretty well. I can't complain about really much. Algran's suffering. But aside from that, everything's pretty good.
Suffering's just all about, a personal interpretation of an experience, okay? So to each their own.
True. Yeah, well, my experience has been 3 years of down only. So it's been tough mentally, but we're getting through it. And yeah, one way to do that is to just keep working on new things. So that's what we're doing.
Absolutely. Totally get that.
Through the bear, I got my NFT and I live by it now. It's my thing. And it makes my life so much easier. And I don't know, I say it all the time, but it helps me live my best Web3 life. I cannot even hardly remember the time when I'd have to send the whole long address. And I don't know. I just love it so much. And I love you, obviously. So I'm glad that you're here. We have some people watching today. Zarmian, I think is how he said you say that. He's watching. Hey, thanks for checking out the show. Marine Denny's here. I love me some Marine. Shaq says I'm going to turn on the heat. Or no, on the heart fountain. Okay. Okay. I read that wrong. I read it a little bit more turn on the heat for the foundation. Heart fountain. Perfect.
Too good. Well, I'm excited that we have such a fantastic audience today. I know we have a great show lined up, fit with fun games, segments, and prizes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really pumped to see and hear all about the community and what you guys have kind of done and helped uplift us. I know IRL, you've been pushing and moving and grooving. And I want to give a quick shout out to you and your production abilities. I know each week it comes out and it seems like more and more we've kind of got our heads screwed on a little bit tighter, but we'll see if any nuts come flying off today.
DC feels the same way. Jeez, IRL, get it together. Get it together. I'm really excited. MJ's watching. Hey, MJ. D. Acker. I don't know. Marine's having some streaming problems. Let me know if it's just her. Hopefully it's just you, Marine. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to get to our first game. Fisherman, are you ready for the deets?
I'm ready. Yep.
Okay. So one of our favorite segments that we do on the show just about every week is our NFT Flex Time. And so we have a game where we ask our special guest to tweet their 2 flexes they're feeling today, 2 NFTs you own using the hashtag. We'll come back and judge your flexes later in the show. Okay. But I'm excited. I happen to know you own a few JPEGs.
I do. Yeah, I could pick a few out. Sounds fun.
I love it. Well, we are going to check in with our friend from the foundation, Joe Palmy. He is going to give us an update. And then we'll come back and see you and play our second game. But we'll get you started on that fast flex, okay?
Cool. Yep.
All right. Thanks so much.
Forgot to unmute myself. Thanks, IRL. So, gonna give a quick update on some of the stuff I've been working on. So, last week I talked about templated logic signatures and basically bringing logic signatures back into the Algorand ecosystem in a safe way that wallets can support. Still working on that. Just got some feedback from Kevin from DFly today that we're going to be working on implementing. So, progress there is going good. And then I just wanted to quickly give an update, or not so much an update, but kind of talk a little bit about this Reddit comment that Vitalik left that everyone's kind of been talking about a little bit. So if you weren't aware, Vitalik left a comment on a Ethereum AMA, basically saying he has a problem with committee-based consensus, which is what Algorand is, and he specifically named Algorand. And there was a little mix-up between like Algorand and Avalanche, but basically this caused a lot of stir up and a lot of people, asking for people to respond to Vitalik and what does it mean? Is there a problem with Algorand consensus? All that sort of stuff. So first, right out the gate, there isn't a problem with Algorand consensus. Vitalik kind of alludes to this, uncertain finality kind of in his comment. But what he's saying basically is that if there's enough bad actors in the network, then they can do bad things, and that applies to every network. And really, the core of what he was saying actually doesn't have to do with like cryptography or the VRFs or anything super technical. It's mostly like a philosophical problem where he was saying that on networks, it's important to implement slashing to disincentivize malicious actors. And if you have a committee-based consensus, and what it means by committee-based is that at any given block for any given step in participation, there's a certain number of people that participate, and then all the other online accounts just wait by and wait for their turn. So at any given time, there's only a small portion of people actually participating in that round. And what he's basically saying is that because you're only getting a small sample of the participators each round, it's hard to actually slash the malicious actors. And on Algorand, because we don't have rewards or a slashing mechanism, this isn't so much of a concern. And really, this brings up the philosophical, theoretical, I should say, debate of whether a network should have incentives or not in the first place, and thus slashing. And this is kind of a bigger topic. There was just a space earlier today talking about consensus and folks offering a consensus award, and just general talking about the idea of participation rewards. So if you want to hear a little bit more about that, I recommend tuning into that space. Myself, Patrick, D13, a bunch of other people from the community get involved in that discussion. But really, Vitalik wasn't criticizing the cryptography or the VRFs or anything super low level with the Algorand consensus. There isn't a fundamental problem with the consensus. He was just asserting his belief that it's important to implement slashing and have the full network see the activities of all the validators at any given time. And he actually also clarified that this is an ongoing problem with Ethereum as well. So it's something that doesn't just affect Algorand, and of course he mentioned Avalanche as well. So I just wanted to add some clarity to that. Hopefully that clears things up a little bit. And of course, like I always say, if you got any questions, feel free to hit me up. But just wanted to add some clarity to that. So thanks for listening, and I'll hand it back over to you, IRL.
I dig it. Joe's everywhere. He's geographically everywhere. He was running the boot camp. I think the beginners boot camp. I think they've moved on to like the intermediate boot camp now. Last week, he's everywhere. So I always really appreciate him taking the time to talk to us. I don't know how you doing, Fisherman.
How am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing surviving. You know, I
Okay.
just tweeted out my NFT flex, which made
Okay.
me feel good because I got to look at some tiny horses, and yeah, yeah. I mean, survive is the main thing right now.
Yeah. It's good to have a really positive distraction for me every week. Like, no matter what's going on, I'm like, okay, I get to hang out with some of my friends. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about some stuff and play games. And, like, I use the Algo Active every week as a huge opportunity to, like, laugh at myself. And I just think whatever we can do to kind of keep busy, like, stay working, but at the same time, find a way to, like, enjoy life a little bit. So I dig it big time.
Yeah, obviously we're big supporters of the show. I try to watch it every week. It kind of coincides with one of our meetings, so yeah, kind of. Sometimes I do miss it, but yeah,
Okay.
production value is way up since the first show. So
Yeah.
Shout out
Thank
to
you.
NFD as a sponsor over there. As I pointed the wrong direction.
You guys are using that sponsorship money very well.
We're doing our best,
We try.
and John, it wouldn't be without you and other fantastic members of the community. So just again, shout out to you and your amazing generosity as yeah, I don't know, as we
Yeah, we're
continue to
happy
uplift
to-
each other.
Yeah,
I dig it. John can vouch. He does not get really, I don't think he wants, nor does he get really any say in what I do. And it's fun because just like the initial belief in like somebody believing in what you're trying to do. I mean, at the time it was just recorded interviews. Even if it's just a little support, it goes a long way. So like, it definitely pushes me to get my shit together, like somebody said, every week for the show, because we've got a whole bunch of community members, and NFT will always have a special spot as the first sponsor. I love it so much. I really appreciate it. A lot of our sponsors are there for us, so it was about time that we had you back on the show. I do have more games to play with you because I'm a nerd. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. Yep.
All right, it's time for Luga's limericks.
Awesome.
Lord Beluga writes these limericks. They're amazing. And that's the disclosure. Luga writes the limericks. That's what I got.
Yeah, just point to him, and if we have any problems with it, but
cool.
I got him
I'm
handy
ready.
backstage. And then as a reminder, we play these games with you. Each game is worth some Algo, and at the end of the show, I send you a message and say, hey, you racked up X amount of Algo. Where would you like us to send it? And we send it to whatever project or organization you would like us to. So That's a fun little bonus for getting through the games here. All right, so we are going to go limerick number 1. Their meme coin might make you cry. It feels like they want you to die. Making fun of airdrops. Algo fam's buddy cop, a regular viewer.
Meme coin might make you cry. Wants you to die. Algo fam's buddy cop. I don't get that one. And a regular viewer. Shoot.
Watching Luga's face in the green room right now is just making my whole day.
I'm so sorry, whoever's project this is or token or whatever.
It's not. It's a person.
So it's a person.
Okay.
So yeah, you are forgetting a person.
That's okay.
That's almost worse.
So it is, their meme coin might make you cry. It feels like they want you to die. Making fun of airdrops. Algo fam's buddy cap, a regular viewer, GFY. He has that token, GF, the GF token.
Got you. Okay, see, I'm not even privy to this token, so.
Yeah. I have been,
Sorry, GFY.
I don't see them in the audience today, which is generally how it works, because we had D40 as an answer one week, and he was like, he almost always watches and missed that one. So it's kind of how it goes. Let's head to the second one. I like when I'm not I like Luger writing them because I don't always know the answers. Like, He gives them to me, but I try not to look. A long boy will make you feel whole. I'd be so sad without this mole. With memes about digging and constant joy shilling, my favorite meme lord.
Jesus. Why are these so difficult, Luga? It's easy. How is that? J-hole. Well, I was thinking
J-hole.
merchant, and I was like, merchant doesn't fit there. J-hole.
That one also made me think Buddy Man, because I think he has meme lord, has his handle that he changes all the time. I love that. Luga coming in with a little help there backstage. A non-algo project with Spark. They're really making a mark. With boats you can row and pixel apes to show, their abbreviation is... Forget Luga's expressions. Fisherman's facial expressions. I've never seen this look on you, and I love it.
I can't, like, I'm 0 for 3 right now. This feels terrible. Pixel apes to show. Is this like an XRP thing? I don't know.
I think so. I wouldn't have known this
XRP, one. The XRP apes. I don't know what the name of their project is. Luga's just looking at me like.
It's Park. P-A-R-C.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I don't know. I don't know the XRP one
John's
either.
been spending.
Luga got a heads up that you were going to be on the show and made them extra hard for you.
I'm shitcoining too much, not NFTing enough.
I love it.
Clearly. Well,
I'm going to give you a round of applause for the effort on that. I think Luga made them a little extra hard for you.
Thank you.
But I got to tell you, I love it. I'm sorry. I don't have to sit on the hot seat myself very often on the show, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
It is. And we've got some other stuff lined up. We're going to do news, then sports, because that's what adults do. And then you're going to hang out with Luga himself during Who's Active right now, okay?
Awesome. Yep.
Hello and welcome to the sports stuff section brought to you by yours truly, ybg.algo. That's me. Yes, hello. We've got a great show for you today. Starting off with our first segment, Lionel Messi made a stunning debut for Inter Miami in the Leagues Cup, scoring a game-winning free kick in the last minute against Cruz Azul. The Argentine superstar who joined the MLS club after leaving PSG Paris Saint-Germain. He came off the bench in the 54th minute, and it was a sellout crowd at DRV Pink Stadium in Miami. He showed a lot of great skill and class. He's a little bit old, I'm not going to lie and beat around the bush there, but he did have a memorable moment. That came in the 94th minute, pretty much the very end of the game, when he curled a perfect shot from a free kick into the top corner of the net, giving Inter Miami a 2-1 lead and ultimately a victory within 45 seconds later, sending fans into a frenzy. It was amazing and very just an awesome historic moment for the MLS, which is continuing to work hard to improve the foundation of the fans of football in America preemptively before the World Cup happening, I want to say in 2036. Don't quote me on that. Messi's debut was also accompanied by a lot of different fans in attendance, including people like LeBron James, Kim Kardashian, and Serena Williams. It felt like a superstar-studded show brought to you by the superstar himself in Lionel Messi. It was a debut like a movie, and I think a lot of people are very proud to see where the status of the MLS is going, and it will hopefully continue to see some amazing soccer superstardom come to the States in the future. Our second segment today, we have Max Verstappen winning the Hungarian Grand Prix on Sunday, extending his lead in the Drivers' Championship to 80 points. Now, Verstappen started the race from pole position, but was overtaken by Lewis Hamilton on the first lap. However, Verstappen was able to retake that lead by lap 39 and pulled away to win with a comfortable margin. This was Verstappen's 7th consecutive win and 44th career. That's just an impressive freaking run that he's on right now. This is historic. It literally has turned into Max Verstappen versus the field. On sports books, on everything, that's the only fair bet. Everything else is just a race for second place. This feels like Tiger Woods' historic run in the early 2000s with golf. Seriously. It was also Red Bull's, as a team, 12th consecutive win, which sets a new Formula One record. This is just an amazing performance that we've seen from him, and it'll be awesome to see how long he can continue to sustain such an impressive dominance. And finally, our lead story today, we have the Women's World Cup. That's right. The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup is currently underway in Australia and New Zealand. The tournament began on July 20th and will run until August 20th. So far, the tournament's been very exciting with some close matches and some big upsets. The defending champions, the U.S., have started the tournament well, winning their first 2 matches. However, they face a tough test next against Sweden, who are one of the favorites to win the whole thing. Another team that's personally impressed me is France, who look very young and talented, and they've shown that they can compete with some of the best teams in the world. They've already beaten Brazil, and they're looking to continue their good form against Norway in the next match. Other teams that have made a good start to the tournament include England with an 8-0 victory over Norway, and Spain with a 5-1 victory over South Africa, and the Netherlands with a 7-0 victory over Cameroon. These teams are all capable of winning the tournament, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of statement they make in the next couple of weeks. Some notable players that you can look out for include Alex Morgan, out of the U.S., Sam Kerr out of Australia, Ada Hedgerberg out of Norway, Viviana Medema out of the Netherlands, Marta out of Brazil, Megan Rapinoe, of course, out of the U.S. again, Alex Putellas out of Spain, and Caroline Graham Hansen out of Norway. The knockout stage for the tournament will begin on the 29th, and the quarterfinals will be played on the 5th, semifinals played on the 9th, with the final being played on the 20th. That's all that I have right now. We'll come in next week with hopefully some more sports news regarding baseball, maybe some NBA contract talk, as well as what else happens during the week. That's all I've got for you now. I'll send it back to IRL for who will produce us back to Luga and John for Who's Active right now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Who's Active right now. I have a guest today, apparently known as John.
Yeah, no, I don't know who that
Fisherman
is.
doesn't know what a
Fisherman.
limerick is. Algo. How you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Yes, fisherman dot very bad at limericks dot algo is here. I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad I could stump you. I feel like I haven't fully let anyone feel as bad as you did about yourself.
Yeah, you really nailed it. Good job.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Just kidding. It's never the goal. We're a team lift.
Yes.
And that's what we do with lifting things.
Yep.
Like last week, we lifted some legs, I think. And we did some wild exercises. Did you do the wild exercises?
I need to make an admission. I have not done one Algo active.
Not a single one. Wow. Yeah. You are equal
I'll go
Ted.
Unactive.
But I'll go inactive.
Yeah.
Anita, who's inactive right now? It's just people sitting there.
Yeah. You're seeing this is my natural state right here.
Get that trending.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
life.
trying to. I need to pin this so I can see who's scrolling by.
There you go. We had some fire submissions this week. I mean, other than me making a fool of myself, which is the real goal. It may seem like I'm trying to dunk on you, but really, I just want to do silly things and make y'all laugh. But Feely came out with, I think she did like 10 in a row.
IRL submission was amazing.
That was incredible. IRL did it on a paddleboard.
Does that have
That was incredible.
triple-digit likes?
I assume
I can't see.
triple digit? Wow. IRL is officially an influencer now. We're gonna pretend it's 999. Don't look that close. It's definitely triples. Go out and retweet it, everyone. If you're watching the show, let's make IRL famous. That's the entire point of this whole thing. You might think it's about me, my sweet little boy, but it is about. It was great to see. Great to see you all getting involved. I love it. Got a little bit of a crazy man right here, wearing me out. My little Lugas are sick. Oh,
This
but
is a
my
little
other
Luga?
little Luga. This is the challenge for this coming up week, and the challenge is going to be to balance. So she is 3, and she just this is the first time doing the rope bridge by herself, and I'm just so stinking proud of the little
Wow.
dude. I couldn't help it, but share her accomplishments with you all. Oh, I froze, but I'm back. But yeah, I'm just really proud of her. So the goal this week is just balance on anything. It can be like an exercise ball or like a rope bridge if you got one. Just anything to balance on. So this is me balancing on an exercise ball. So you do have an adult version. But feel free to shout out your kids if you're also proud of them. It's a good thing to be.
How tall are you, Luca?
Well, yeah.
How tall are you?
I am 6 foot.
Oh, okay.
6 foot even. So
Yeah,
but
I would have guessed 6'2" or 6'3" or something.
Oh, we can pretend I'm 6'2". I'm okay with that.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
I act tall in spirit.
I act tall.
But yeah, so if you all are watching and you haven't done the stupid knee trick, you got half an hour to do that. And
oh gosh, I see your comment. I'll do it.
Big deal, but balance on something. You got another week to balance.
I'll do it for you, Agash.
Are you actually gonna do it?
Yeah, I'll balance on something.
Are you gonna balance in a rowboat? That would be even
easy
better.
enough. Sure, I could go.
Perhaps a pixelape rowboat or a fishing rowboat.
Yeah, I'll do something.
Right. That's what I want to see. I want more water tricks. Apparently, that's the secret to engagement. So balance on water.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for.
Cool.
Welcome back. Welcome to Flex Time. I've got Fisherman, Ted, Feely, Luga, and Joey Palmy. Oh, Luga's acting up again. I don't know if he's because you muted yourself.
He's making
Luga.
funny faces in the green room, and I think it's too hot for a live audience. So once YouTube deems it permissible for the average fan, then maybe we'll get somewhere.
That's so weird. I don't know. I think I got him back for now, anyways.
Oh, don't worry. You can do it now. Lucas here. Joey's saying you're welcome.
I think you guys will be disappointed if I just stand on a paddleboard and balance this week. Like, you're gonna be like, you didn't fall once. I'm standing on it. It's not that hard.
You're gonna fall. Let's be honest, Dino.
I don't know. We'll
just
see.
Pretend to fall.
We will see. Let's see here. Let's get our flexes up here. Give the page an old refresh on the X app. It's very weird.
You added a whole other dynamic with that paddle board.
I really thought I could do it, for the record. Like, I tried for a solid 45 minutes straight. Like, I tried to the point of, like, I was so exhausted I couldn't get back on the board again. And I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
So
that getting back on the board too is a challenge, I bet.
it was a great lake because I live in Michigan. So I normally am on a small inland lake. This was a great lake. There was more action on the water. I don't know. I really thought I had it. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought you were too far back on the paddleboard.
So I tried moving way forward on the paddleboard. I didn't include all of my wipeouts, but I can send them to you if you really want to see them, John. I tried getting all the way to the front, and it looked really silly because my weight, like the back of the board, was like up in the air, and it did not help. I still
Gotcha.
fell.
Good to know.
I think it was like the spring, like, so you get on your feet, but then it's like when I watched Luga's videos back, it was like a bit of a Feely planted good, but Luga had more of a spring, and I think I was trying to spring up with my feet or something. I don't know. I'm not going to dwell on it. It was lots of fun.
Throw a lot of momentum.
And it made me feel incredibly human to be really sure I could do something and try for 45 minutes and not nail it once. It is fun, though.
Just fun to watch.
Rich Flair's TV. He was our special guest last week. Flexing a picture of him and Stacy upside down, and a Dale forward coot piece.
Very nice.
Feely's posting a goot.
I like the basic.
Clean YPG.
Mm-hmm.
Luga's got a Belonga, which I know he's backstage, but he keeps...
Secret alpha right there.
Yeah, I think he's got like an auto mute set or something since the kids are around, and every time I get him back, he disappears again. I'm a little upset with him about this, and he really can't defend himself right now because I didn't know these were dropping.
What are you upset?
But I missed them, and it's like I talk to the guy at least once a week. He
Nobody
could have given me a heads up. I missed getting.
You got to be on the secret alpha list. I
don't feel like I belonga.
Belonga.
Ted.
Nice.
Ted flexing the OG yielding.
Yeah,
Doing
with my
some
hula.
dancing.
Hula.
Ice Age with the shitty kitty.
Very nice.
Joe's ashamed he doesn't have a YBG. You can send it to that YBG address, and they'll put one on it for you.
I literally Photoshop all the time too.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Mm-hmm. DC Junior, the Bitcoin Leaf Flex. This was hard for me to see. It's like black on black on black. And it is a Cheek Cheetah by Donkey Dow. Mutant Mangoes posting that. This one made me smile. And I have to find a good wallet to check, because I don't tweet from my phone. I don't know. But I think I have a few of this edition, which is, it's a penny crayons, but it's original Squishy Bear. I think it might even be #1, and it was a multi-mint. I think I own a few of them, but
Those are rare.
I like that. Yeah. And then the Rancher crew showed up, which I love Rancher. He's a great guy in the space, and there were quite a few Ranters. This is their Gen 2, I believe, that they're flexing here. Plant trees. Sherry posted this Mia, MIA. I say MIA. I don't know. We went over this last week, and I didn't get a definitive answer. But I have a Mohawk one like this Mohawk trait. I don't know. I think it's slick. I like the background too. Oh, there's GFY. I see him there, flexing and Mia, MIA. See, I'm getting tripped up. I dig it. All right, so looks like Fisherman didn't get the hashtag right.
I didn't get the hashtag right. Can't do the
oh
lyrics.
goodness!
I can't tweet. I can't do much, guys. Sorry.
It's okay.
No, I tweeted under NFT Flex. I forgot.
No, John.
We'll put
Rookie mistake.
Lassie in front of you with her Bork. Kirby flexing. Thanks for watching, Kyle. Getting his last minute flex in too. That's okay. The producer has a little bit of experience, so I think I can pull this up on the fly. Watch me mess it up now. Hey, look at
There
that.
we go.
There it is. Yep.
Didn't
So I've
even
got
have to
my
show anyone my DMs to get to that.
YBG, mostly friends, and my Sherbert hair tiny horse, which I cherish probably the most out of my entire collection for whatever reason.
I like her eyes.
Yeah, something about the rainbow hair I just like really like, and then it's also a somewhat rare trait. So, but I only have one of them, and that's my only one. So
It's a good one. I like it. I'm gonna give it the thumbs up now because it's a solid flex. And is that that's just waiting for a best friend, right? It's fully evolved or fully
it's
dreamt?
fully evolved. Yep. I have 7 mostly friends. They're all fully evolved. And then I have 2 more Mingos that are not dreamt yet. So I have 2 more mostly friends like stashed away. Yeah.
That's a hard flex just to
I'm a
drop
big
in
Stitch
casually.
man.
You're like,
I know. 2 undreamt birds. Yeah. No, hopefully that's a pretty big flex. I should have dropped those, but anything Stitch related for me is a flex.
I dig it. And tiny horses is
And
great.
tiny horse.
You
Of
can't
course.
go wrong with either of those.
Yep.
Let's see here. I'm just checking in with the chat. But while I do, I'm sure everybody on the show is going to give you a passing grade for these flexes, sir. I'm going to try to get Luga back again. I know. I can hear him and see him backstage, but for whatever reason, the facial expressions don't translate. Maybe he is being censored. Feely, what do you think? He gets a pass, right?
Oh, absolutely. Flexing a stupid horse
Stop
is
the
always a winning
censorship.
move for me.
Yeah.
Horse is too strong.
The horse game is strong. Yeah. Joe?
Yeah, it gets a pass from me. Digging the hair on the horse. I really like it.
Fuck yeah.
Looks rare. Teddy?
I think so. Yeah, it's been amazing to watch just everyone dream their friends and whatnot, and color them in over the course of several months. So it'll be exciting to see what's next, and what Thirstober's doing with her digital studios is also awesome. So I think it's a good double win. I was looking on the timeline while we were going through here, and Agash has kept. He's been doing some back-to-back flexes here. A couple late entries to the competition, but certainly worth at least acknowledging.
I love it. I think little Lugas give you the pass too. I get him back for like 2 seconds. That's okay. I dig it. Let's see here. You said there were some last minute. We'll quick check in. We still have one more game to play. A Gash Flex and the Borks. The Gold Mingo. I listed some of my gold things. Agash, you didn't buy them. And they did have the Agash tax. So I'm just saying. Need that liquidity, bud. All right, Jen, you did good during flex time. I think everybody thinks you know how to flex. And you threw in like a flex on top of a flex with that's one of my fully evolved friends. I have 7 and I still have 2 birds that are undreamt. So like flex on flex on flex today.
That must have cost you a lot of, is it crumb? I forgot their token. No, that's
shrimp.
Shrimps.
Shrimp, yeah.
I begged people for shrimp. Shout out Cody. Cody was my shrimp plug.
Yeah. For sure. Let's see. Quick the chat. I was just checking the chat. All right, Fisherman, we're gonna pull you back and play our last game with you.
Cool. I'm ready.
I
You know,
dig
this
it.
is always the hardest game for me as a co-host to help moderate because it involves counting. And like a lot of other people within the NFT community, accounting isn't really a good skill for us. So we're going to see what we can get done here. I thought that was going to
betting
get
on
through
your
my
Algo
house.
active, John. Agash is side betting on Fisherman's Algo active. Over under 0.5 on concussions. Luga always acts up. See, Marine, I don't know. I'm glad you see this. You know, it keeps things interesting. It's a whole vibe. So I dig it. The Coop one. No tea, Feely. And Lassie saved us from the wrath of Yomo by flexing the Bork. Agash got one in there too. I don't know. I love that Big Shrimpin' song. I played it in the after hours. I dig that the YBG is back. It was like good times when that song came out, and the YBGs were big last time. I'm down with revisiting a happy time, happy memory, and bringing back those vibes for sure. But Teddy is right. This is the hardest game of the whole show, I think. It's called the Algo Ecosystem Challenge. We put 30 seconds on the clock, and you get to name as many Algo ecosystem projects as you can.
Jesus.
No limit, no bar. It can be any Algo ecosystem project. Our high score sits at 13, like a 5-way tie of me, Chris, Ted, Joe. We've all topped at 13. So we're going to do our best backstage and up front to keep score. A lot of times we have to review the footage because we're excellent at counting, apparently. But if you're watching, you can help us count along too. Okay, are you ready, Fisherman?
I'm ready.
On your mark, get set, go.
NFT, Rand Gallery, AlgoX NFT, Flemish Giants, Tiny Horse, Borks, Nody Boy. Oh geez, the pressure really gets to you. Mostly Friends, Folks Finance, Pact, Tiny Man, Humble, Alamex, DFly, Para, Rand Gallery, Algo Explorer.
Whoa, hey, good job.
It's a 16
I
because you
said
said Rand Gallery twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant Rand Labs though, but all good.
I dig it.
think IRL, if I counted correctly, that may be a record.
It's
I
a
think-
record.
I think
Yay! Woo!
I
I'm
counted
so happy for you.
16.
So I counted 16, but I counted Rand twice because he said it twice. So I think it's technically only 15. If you're watching in the chat or are backstage and want to weigh in, whether we think Fisherman got a gash agrees with me, happens all the time.
He's just trying to
15,
sandbag the score so that way he can come on here and beat it.
I
But
said you were
Marine
complete
Denny
twice,
15.
gosh. The fuck?
You blew it out the water. I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie. You did good. That high score, I think is gonna stand for a minute. We were stuck at 13 for the longest time. You should be proud. Good job.
Thank you. Happy
Oh
that
man,
I
we'll tally it up
finally
at the
won
end of the
something.
show.
That feels good.
Yes, right? Yes. Well, since you made it through our rigorous games, you do get an opportunity to pitch us all at the end of the show before we run the credits on today's live show. We'll put you in an elevator and give you 60 seconds of our undivided attention to pitch us whatever you would like. I'm excited to see what you say because what you work on oftentimes pitches itself, I feel like. Or the community pitches it and is like, oh man, what are you doing? You need an NFT. Like, let me help you get an NFT. So I'm excited about that. Loaf is in the house. Congrats on that good performance. He wasn't here to watch you stumble over the limericks in the first half of the show. So all around Luga's weighing in, can't get a limerick. Luga, you write the limericks, man, right?
Yeah, the
Agash
limericks, for whatever
appreciates the-
reason, the
Agash
limericks are
appreci-
like so tough under pressure. I've never actually been put in the situation, and then, but yeah, it's tough.
Agash says he likes the free advertising. It's not really free, Agash. You pay for that sponsor bar. It's not a lot, but you guys are the free answers every week. It's up there, and we do
I think
flex
he's
time
talking
right before
about
it.
he's talking about me saying ran twice.
Well, where do you think that in the unconscious decision for you to say "ran" twice comes from? It's on that bottom bar.
Yep.
Ran
Exactly.
Labs. I love it. Honestly, it was so much fun. And I love that people help us in the audience keep score. There were some people who did know some of those limerick answers in the chat. It's just a good time. So you do have to be subscribed to the channel to play along in our live chat. Just as a reminder, us and our sponsors always appreciate subscribers. But John, you're the best. Like I said, from the beginning, you were like, how can we help you? We want to sponsor. And it has been a really good, it's a motivator, but it's also like a confidence boost. And I just appreciate it. So
No
I'll do
problem.
my best to keep doing you proud here. But thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, IRL, and yeah, we'll support you to the end. So just keep rocking it, keep making it better. Yeah.
Love it. And I couldn't do it without our awesome co-hosts. We get so much help on the back end, but Teddy shows up every week. Luga, Feely, Joe, like, thank you guys. And the people that listen and agree to come on as our special guests, you're totally my guinea pigs. I'm still very much OTJ on the job learning. So I appreciate it big time. And feedback is always welcome. So if you have feedback to submit to the show or you want to be our special guest, definitely tap in, as Seawill would say. We have a little bit of info. We're going to hear from Feely, see what's in the stars, and give you a second to warm up and loosen up for your elevator pitch, okay?
Cool. Yep.
Teddy, any closing thoughts for today?
Another great show in the books for me. I'm happy to be a part of such a fantastic crew. You guys are the best. And good luck, fishermen, on the elevator pitch. Hopefully the door doesn't close on you mid-sentence.
Thanks, Ted.
I have all the faith. All right, let's find Feely for this StarCast.
Hi everyone, Felicia here with more astrology. First, happy solar return to all Leos. We finally just entered Leo season. So it's finally summertime party vibes as the sun entered its favorite sign, Leo, on July the 23rd. It's funny to see all of the yellow YBG backgrounds during Leo season. So over the next month, the sun's presence in Leo will ignite feelings of love, creativity, and activity, making it one of the most enjoyable months this year. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius are in for an especially thrilling and fun-filled time. However, fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius may feel the heat a bit more intensely during this period. The high road of Leo is marked by having confidence. They're natural leaders. They have a lot of passion and they have a lot of generosity. On the low end, the low road of Leo, they exhibit arrogance. They can be a little self-centered. Sometimes they have attention-seeking behavior. They can be really dramatic, and sometimes difficulty with criticism. That's the low road of Leo. Leo is the only sign ruled by the sun, and it exudes a vibrant and creative energy that is unmatched. Much like the sun illuminates the world, Leos radiate their personalities and leave a lasting impression on others. They have an innate ability to light up any room that they enter, and their zest for life is contagious. During Leo season, We are all encouraged to tap into this expressive energy, regardless of your zodiac sign. This is a time for everyone to be inspired to express themselves fearlessly and authentically, whether it's through your words, dancing, art, or even making like a TikTok video. Let your unique self shine during Leo season. Even those who consider themselves less artistic will feel inspired during this period, finding the ability to pour their heart and soul into their work and their creative endeavors. Leo is well known for being the most loving sign of the zodiac. They also rule the heart. Their magnetic and outgoing nature draws people towards them, and they are often the life of the party. Even if you usually resonate more with the introspective nature of Scorpio or the reserved qualities of Taurus and Aquarius, during this month you'll find yourself making room for enjoyment and recreation. The Leo season invites us all to indulge in activities that bring us joy and celebration. So it's a good time to let loose, forget about your worries, and just have fun. However, it is essential to strike a balance and not let the party spirit overshadow responsibilities. Like skipping work or neglecting obligations may lead to facing consequences or later on. It's also important to remain mindful of being considerate and cooperative, especially as Venus is retrograde. It can amplify stubbornness and also the egotistical tendencies of Leo. Speaking of Venus retrograde, I tweeted about it this morning. Elon Musk clearly doesn't have an astrologer. So it's advised to avoid rebranding during Venus retrograde. And he's just rebranded Twitter with a new logo, Twitter X. And I just think that's a terrible idea. The bird is cute. I don't know. And his rocket exploding during Mercury retrograde. And remember, Mercury deals with innovation, communication, technology. I mean, yes, there's a lot of important data that came out from the rocket explosion, but still. And also, I don't know if you guys noticed, HBO recently also just rebranded from like HBO Max to Max, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It sounds like a knockoff. Anyways, like, I don't know, rebranding often involves changing the visual identity, aesthetics, and messaging of a business or personal brand. Since Venus is associated with aesthetics, making major changes to a brand's image during Mercury retrograde might lead to unexpected outcomes or difficulties in conveying the intended message. It's just interesting. But back to Leo. So during Leo season, if you have an idea, say so. If you have something to say, share it. When you're inspired, do something about it. Leo season is all about expressing yourself, shining bright, and new things, whether it's a job, a personal project, or a relationship. Well, maybe not the relationship part because Venus is, going backwards. So yeah, have fun, enjoy the party, and don't cut your hair during Venus retrograde. Just a tip. Thank you guys, and shout out to IRL for all that you do. Next is an elevator pitch. Fisherman, handing it over to you. Bye, guys.
Okay. Hi. So you guys probably are already aware of NF domains, so I'm not really going to shill that. I'm just going to say that a curated auction starts on August 1st and lasts for about 2 weeks. And so if you want any of those curated names, make sure to take a peek at it during the auctions. But what I do want to shill is something called Noster. It stands for Notes and Other Stuff Transmitted by Relays. And what it is a social protocol. So it's not an app or something like that. It allows you to publish notes and it allows other people to read those notes. And there's a lot that's kind of possible with this protocol because it's so flexible and kind of simplistic. So you've seen Jack Dorsey gone crazy about Nostr and Blue Sky and stuff, and it's kind of the future of social media. And I think it's where we're headed, and it's something we're really interested in at Transaction Lab.